him. Now you have to picture yourself. We're going to reenact it. You have to picture yourself in that time. Picture yourself in a crowded area. And what it is that you're looking for someone. Of course, you've heard of him. You hear that he can do a million things. You have a situation you need it taken care of. She finally sees him and says to herself, if I heard what he's done, and all I have to do is touch the tip of his mantle, of his garment, whatever it is, just touch the corner, not the whole thing, just the corner. If that's all it takes, then I'm going to do whatever it is that I got to do what it is, to touch it. She finally sees him and says that she can only touch the tip of his garment. Now, in order for her to do that, she sees the tip of his garment. Now, in order for her to touch the tip of his garment without her being noticed, she had to be what? Kneeling down, right? And in order for us to be kneeling down, what does that represent to God? That we're humbling ourselves. It's recorded in the New Testament 23 times that Jesus healed all or everyone. Now, I've looked up different versions of this, and it's different. One says that she's standing, one says that she's kneeling, the other one says that she's laying. I chose kneeling down because regardless of the situation, she's humbling herself to him. Now, she's knelt down and extending out her hand to touch the tip of his garment. And she touches it quickly and then pulls back so that she goes unnoticed. Can you imagine what she felt? The adrenaline rush. What she felt as she was extending her hand out and then quickly bringing it back. The only way for you to leave here still diseased is if you fail to get into his presence. Now the Bible states that Jesus saw the woman. What did Jesus see, really? He saw her desperation. He saw her hopelessness. He saw her need. He saw, most important, her faith. Jesus then turns around and asks, who touched me? Now what Jesus felt was not the woman. What he actually felt was her faith. What is faith? Faith is strong belief or trust in someone or something. Faith is belief in the existence of God. Faith is strong religious feelings or beliefs. Faith is complete trust. Faith does not go unnoticed or ignored. True faith reaches the heavens. Faith does not always face the facts, but it never gives up. Faith. Hebrews 11:1. Faith is what makes the real thing we hope for. It is proof of what we cannot see. 11:6. Without faith, no one can please God. Whoever comes to God must believe that he is real and that he rewards those who sincerely try to seek him. Romans 8:28. We know that God works all things together for good for ones who love God, for those who are called according to his purpose. 10:17. So faith comes from listening, but it's listening by means of Christ's message. So we're going back to when Jesus asked who touched him. He looked around and everyone denied him. Jesus' disciples, Peter said, Master, it's way too crowded here. Many people are surrounding you. Many people are surrounding and pressing on you. Jesus said, no, I felt the power, I felt the healing power go out of me. Go out of me, meaning leave my body. When the woman saw that she could not, this is me explaining in my mentality. When the woman saw that she could not escape, she came closer to Jesus and began to tremble. In front of everyone, she tried to explain why she touched him, and how she became immediately healed. Jesus then said to her, my daughter, your faith has healed you. Now go in peace. Now, the woman, I'm pretty sure, did not even get a chance to explain herself. But him reassuring her and letting her know, my daughter, your faith has healed you. Now go in peace, must have made her feel like a weight is lifted off of her shoulders. You see, she knew from the beginning, all she had to do was just touch the tip of his garment, and she would be healed. And she did not care what she had to go through. I mean, she went through enough just to be healed, right?
Amen.
Faith brings into our lives freedom. John 8:36, therefore, if the Son makes you free, you shall be free indeed. Romans 3:24, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Christ. Acts, it brings us action. James 1:22, but be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. Insight, it brings us. James 1:5, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to you liberty and all without reproach, and it will be given to him. James 1:6, but let him ask in faith and no doubting. For he who doubts is like a wave of the sea driven and tossed by the wind. Trust, Psalms 37:40. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them, because they trust in him. 1 John 5:14-15. Now this is in the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us, whatever it is that we ask, we know that we have the petitions that we have asked of him. Now, in order for faith to become effective, as the pastor said before, because I remember him preaching this, I don't know if it's in the leadership, but I've heard it. In order for faith to become effective, faith must be active. Faith works only if we have faith. Active faith requires doing, being, speaking, living, and loving God and others. When someone comes to God in a sincere and desperate, God immediately gives them relief of pressure and gives them a newfound peace. There are many people out there that are ill, that are bitter, unforgiving. Their pride won't let them be healed. That have anger issues. That won't come to church because of the he say or she say, or because the church is either too loud or too low. The list just continues. But this I do say to you, and I say it from experience. Whatever it is your situation, don't allow your disease to help you from getting the help you need from the one and only source that can really help you. Because your issues may be many, but the answer is very simple.